All right, how you doing today? And the day just turned out to be a not like I thought it would. You know how it is when you got all these plans and you just got a handle on the day, and then the plans all come to shambles. You know you have to get a plan B. So yeah, so I'm testing this new phone because I lost my phone. This is an Android phone. I don't have an Apple phone, which I just bought 10 days ago. Like them phones ain't really worth a damn, and then they get ready to go to 5G anyway. What, February, March? I don't see why they would want to keep that phone because they're not going to get anything out of it. You know, out of trying to sell it. I mean, I called the phone and went straight to voicemail. But anyway, hope everybody's had a good day today. Maybe your day was a little bit better than mine. Y'all pray for me. Thank you for your time. So let's get right into it. So I want to talk about these two guys, and no form of fashion I'm trying to defend these guys or anything, okay? Because they're politicians. They work for the government, okay? I hate to say this, but they sold out and they're in the craft. I'm talking about Andrew Gilliam and Jessie Lee Patterson. I've been trying to spend the last day and a half, 2 days trying to figure out what I want to talk about, and a lot of the stuff on YouTube is pretty much garbage. Okay, but you do need to know that these two gentlemen are pretty much going under like a modern day lynching. You know how it was where they called it the counter uh, reconstruction back, let's see here, from about 1880 to around 1900, 1905, okay, where basically everything was being reversed back to the old way, okay, and things like Jim Crow laws and KKK was established out of that, okay, which actually General Lee was trying to get away from. Well, it seems like we're getting back in those days. Now let's get right into it. Well, particularly with these two guys, all right? We all know that Andrew Gilliam, for example, all right, he got caught up in some stuff in 2019 with him being caught on tape with two men in a hotel room, okay, on some call boy service, all right? And right now he's under fire, all right, after, well, that was in the midst of Mayor Andrew Gilliam, which at the time was the mayor of Tallahassee, Florida, had ran against Governor DeSantis, okay, for governor of Florida. All right, but that's probably one of the factors that turned people off against him. Well, again, that he's actually being indicted from the Joe Biden administration, okay? You know, with his own party, the Democratic Party. What's that? For the people, by the people, right? The Joe Biden administration, okay? I'm telling you, that dude ain't who you think he is. You think they call that dude Jim Crow Joe for no reason? But anyway, this guy has been brought up on charges, Andrew Gilliam, that is, for lying to the FBI on the deposition, and two wire fraud charges, I guess with some kickbacks or maybe some government money that's been streamlined from two fake companies to his personal account, okay? I guess for his pleasure, or I don't know, maybe for his campaign, like he's the only person doing it, okay? Let me tell you something else. Just because that they're a Republican doesn't mean that they're facade, that they don't go both ways either, okay? Because this happens in all demographics, and even Republicans that try to play like they're family men and all that. All right, you'll be surprised, all right, if walls could talk, all right? And I'm not going to name those people because you'll be shocked, and I don't want to get myself assassinated. But that's neither here or there. But I think what messed up Mayor Andrew Gilliam was that brother tried to make it like he was so much of a family man and so forth, okay? That was one thing. And then the other was these wire fraud charges. This guy could be facing like 45 years. I think probably from what I understand was they was asking him the same questions to the FBI over and over again, and I think that he should have made this set of questions, and then he didn't do that. All right, maybe he kept tapping around the bush, and then if he's interrogated, you can walk away from an interrogation, right? Yes, you can. But politics is a dirty game, all right, and I deal with local politicians. I believe that if you look like me, I'm thinking if you're going to go from probably the Senate and higher, I think that if you look like me, you want to probably change what party they want to vote for or consider that, or to try to run in, maybe consider the independent party. Okay, or I think that maybe people are a little bit more fair or more fair-minded people. But just because you're independent doesn't mean that you got it all right. But I do believe that, you know, if you look like me, you should consider that. If you know anybody who's going to run, or if you're going to run yourself, or that type of thing, right? Now let's move over to Jessie Lee Patterson. It's supposed to be another Republican candidate, I believe in Georgia or Florida, all right? Where this guy's over here bashing, the LGBT gay community, and turned out a bunch of white men are making a documentary about him, Surviving Jessie Lee Patterson. All right, this guy's allegations, all right, of making out with 4 men. It seems like it's funny around the election time, all this dirt is coming out on these men, these particularly black men. I just made a video a couple of days ago about Herschel Walker, where they're coming out on this dirt. And what they do is they add major complaints. They take the major complaints and tack on little stuff about it, little allegations. For example, these guys are taking kickbacks from different companies and that type of thing, okay, for the election. Well, every politician does that. I know a couple of guys, one guy that when I was in the club scene, we was promoting this stuff back in the day. He's running for mayor. I don't want to say his name, mayor for North Las Vegas. But anyway, there's a couple of county commissioners, all right, pretty much all of them, that are millionaires, and they're taking kickbacks from different corporations here in Las Vegas. Okay, there's a few of them that got caught up. A white lady got caught up in 2007. All right, the what they call the state comptroller. Okay, some type of fraud. Okay, skimming money from state funds. But that's neither here or there. There's somebody in every demographic that does this, but for some reason, all right, black men are being put on the forefront. All right? And don't count yourself out there, ladies, too, because I believe there was some woman out there in Tennessee, a mayor or like a representative that got caught up, too. All right? But it's played up, but I believe a lot of times it's played up to even out the playing field. All right? Furthermore, the black woman is being used for a pawn. All right? And this system is not really set up for us, okay? This political system, the corporate world, I made videos on that time and time again, okay? But I do believe that maybe it's time that I'm thinking if you're going to run that high, Senate or higher, to consider running on the independent ticket. That's what I would do if I would ever decide to run. But I think this is what we're going through right now over probably the next 7 to 10 years. Like a second, what they call it, I just named it, this a second reconstruction, like a second modern day lynching. And not just us, everybody, okay? I mean, all whoever that the powers that be don't like or think there's a fit within the political system in terms of the direction that they wanted to go. Now, let me leave you with that, all right? Let me know what you think about these comments, about what these men are going through. And thank you for your time. All right, feel free to subscribe, like, share. Check out some of the other videos.